watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Tuesday, January 27th. In our top story, a structure fire today here in Pahrump just after noon. Fire Chief Scott Lewis explains the battle, and it was a difficult battle to put out those flames, and a fifth wheel and more at R&V Park property.
A structure fire broke out just after noon today at the Escapees RV Park. When firefighters arrived, they found 2 trailers fully engulfed in flames at the rear of the park, with fire beginning to spread to 2 additional RVs. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue quickly went to work, stopping the flames from spreading to nearby structures and limiting major damage to the 2 outer RVs. News 25 spoke with Fire Chief Scott Lewis, who provided more details on the incident.
Just after 12 o'clock today, Pahrump Fire Rescue is dispatched for a report of a vehicle fire. When we received the initial report from dispatch, we upgraded the assignment to a structure fire since it involved a fifth-wheel trailer. As we were responding, we observed a dark-colored smoke column developing over the reported address, so we knew we'd be going to work. We had the additional resources already en route on the structure fire assignment. As we arrived on location, we had a fifth wheel that was fully involved. It was extending to the trailers which were parked on either side in close proximity to the original building. The fire had vented with the propane cylinders and therefore was causing imminent threat to a fourth trailer. Crews commenced a quick defensive exterior attack and quickly extinguished that fire and brought it under control in short fashion. A total of 4 trailers were damaged. The 2 peripheral on either end suffered heat and smoke damage. The 2 middle ones had significant fire damage. We assessed 1 patient for a medical condition. That patient decided not to be transported to the local hospital. We're now in an investigative phase while the crews are in the overhaul stage. And investigatively, it looks like we have an accidental fire, but we'll be investigating further to determine the cause.
According to one of the RV owners involved, he was inside the bathroom working on the unit when it suddenly exploded. He says he was able to escape just in time and was not injured.
In more local news, an argument in the Pahrump Nugget parking lot leads to 2 people being arrested. Haley Grabby reports.
On Monday, January 26th, deputies responded to a report of a man and woman arguing inside the parking lot of the Pahrump Nugget. When deputies arrived, they observed the pair standing next to a dark-colored vehicle. Officers separated the 2 and began questioning them individually. The man initially provided deputies with the name Ryan Bear, along with the date of birth, but a records check through dispatch returned no results for that identity. The woman later identified the man only as Justin. Deputies continued their investigation and eventually identified the individuals as Hunter Van Zant and Maria Walker. When deputies attempted to detain Van Zant, he reportedly resisted, pulling away and attempting to flee. Officers went hands-on, and after a struggle during which Van Zant grabbed onto a deputy's leg, additional units arrived to assist in taking him into custody. Dispatch advised that Van Zant had a parole and probation dangerous offender system hit and was listed as priority 1. He was also found to have an active warrant out of Clark County related to a DUI. Walker also returned a dangerous offender system hit and was listed as priority 2. The vehicle the pair had been standing next to was confirmed stolen. Deputies also located drug paraphernalia inside the vehicle. Hunter Van Zant faces charges including false statement to police to obstruct a public officer, resisting arrest, child abuse or neglect, battery on a protected person, possession of a stolen vehicle, and felony arrest for violation of probation or suspended sentence. Maria Walker was charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, child endangerment, and possession of a controlled substance. Both individuals were taken into custody in connection with the incident.
And this past Saturday, of the 5 Nye County Commissioners, many hosted a horse safety meeting here in Pahrump. And animal lovers and more had the opportunity to relay ideas and bring attention to their concerns. News 25 reports.
On Saturday, January 24th, Southwestern Wilds and Commissioner Ian Bain hosted a community meeting focused on how the town of Pahrump can help protect the local wild horses. The discussion centered on the number of horses being struck by vehicles. Community members shared suggestions aiming at increasing driver awareness and improving safety measures in high-traffic areas where horses are known to roam. Ideas brought forward included adding more warning signs, using painted road markings to alert drivers, and installing additional fencing in key locations. Vicki Ballant opened the meeting by sharing her thoughts on recent events involving the horses. She encouraged the residents to voice their concerns and perspectives, emphasizing the importance of working together to find solutions that help protect the wild horse population. Organizers say the goal of the meeting was to gather community input and explore practical steps that could help improve safety for both drivers and the animals.
Thank you very much. Again, I want to thank everybody for not only being here, but for the quasi-government that we have sitting in this room today. I am Vicki Ballant, with the president and founder of Southwestern Wilds, and this today is a milestone. We've been on this for 2 years. And we are finally feeling that we are making some progress, and it's only because of those local elected officials. Whether you like them or not, they are here today, and we are all working together to come up with the right solutions. Now, is that going to fit for everybody's individual want list? Probably not. But number one, if we just try to keep in mind how we can collaborate, work together, bring the solutions to the table, take everybody's input, which I'm very excited to be able to share. We've been working on solutions for probably a strong year and a half, and I'll be calling up our Vice President, Vanessa Fernandez, who's going to go over some of those solutions. Should we all agree and come together, find the funding? We've been blessed, Southwestern Wilds, and have basically been saving every nickel and dime waiting for this opportunity. So we look forward to working with our Nye County Commissioners, Bureau of Land Management, our Public Services, our Fire Chief, thank you. And again, special thanks to some of you individuals out here that are first and foremost. I get that call at 2 a.m. and we're out on that highway. We are the first ones normally on the accident scene to actually visualize and take in our hearts what's been going on. So I can't help but get very emotional. Those images will never leave my mind. So I apologize, I can't help it.
And the full version of this story, for more information, is posted on our Facebook and YouTube pages. News 25 will be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, we're highlighting a local business and seeing what's smoking as members of the community gather for a networking event at Lowside Cigar Lounge. And News 25's own Christy Willis and Chris Palermo share this story.
I'm Christy with KPVM TV. We're here at Lowside Cigar Lounge doing a small business mixer this morning. So really, of course, we're getting everybody together. We want to introduce these small businesses. We want everybody to kind of mix, mingle. Really, we want all these businesses to get to know each other. We want to build a better community and help each other out. That's really what we're all about here. Yep, we're here at Lowside Cigar Lounge, located at the corner of Calvada and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
On Tuesday morning, there was a networking event in Pahrump that hoped to connect local businesses with each other and spur referrals. Chris Droge is the owner of Speak Geek and organized the meetup. Chris, so we're down here at Lowside Cigar Lounge. We've got a very good networking event. What's the message you're trying to get out? Again, we spoke about some infrastructure, cyber infrastructure breakdowns. Why should people come and see you?
Oh, see me? Well, you need your data protected. A lot of companies now have their own software that will protect your data, but what they don't know is that, for example, your bank account, if you don't have somebody like me protecting your data and a hacker gets in, they'll close your account and you'll have to find another account. So there's reasons for that. Just to protect your data. That's what I'm here for.
In the well-stocked cigar humidor, we spoke with the owner of the business that was hosting today.
Hey guys, it's Matt Brewer down here from Lowside Cigar Lounge, 1971 Pahrump Valley Boulevard, right on the corner of PVB and Calvada. What we're doing here today is we're doing a business owners networking meeting hosted at the Cigar Lounge. So if you're not familiar what a cigar lounge is for, we, as you can see behind me, have a room that is purely premium cigars, and we provide you a place to sit and enjoy that out of the cold, out of the heat. We do things out in the community. We collect bikes, we donate to the baseball team, we sponsor local charities, things like that. But also we're bringing cigar smokers together and pipe smokers together to have that camaraderie and that help and that sense of community that you may not be finding someplace else.
Attendees mingled and were ready to make a quick presentation about themselves and the services they can offer to the community.
What I would like to do is I'd like to go around the room and I'd like for everybody to introduce themselves, give you like a little 30-second commercial of what you do, how long you've been doing it, and then what kind of referrals that you would like to get from the group.
It was a very good turnout for this first networking event at this location. There was coffee and a great choice of donuts and stories of meeting celebrities here in Pahrump.
And I actually bartended at the Pahrump Nugget back in the early 2000s, and one of the coolest things that I tell everybody, I got to sit down and have a 15-minute conversation with Keanu Reeves. He came in at 2 o'clock in the morning and ordered a beer. Wow. And I got to sit down and talk with him, and when everybody says he's the nicest guy ever, it's true. That guy is so cool. Yeah. He didn't have to care about anything I talked about, but for 15 minutes, I was his friend. It was very cool, very cool.
It was a pet-friendly event, apparently. For News 25, I'm Chris Palermo.
Thanks, Christy and Chris. And now Mikey Ruhan is here with sports, and he's telling us that Vegas is not just taking bets on the score at the Super Bowl. Mikey's also on top of VGK's road trip.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are in action right now. They're in Montreal taking on the Canadiens. The poutine is flying. Meanwhile, off the ice, very much on the grind, the Vegas Nighthawks are beefing up the 2026 IFL season. General Manager head coach Mike Davis announced 4 new players joining the flock. William Martin III, defensive lineman, Ian McBora, linebacker, Aaron Motley, defensive lineman, and defensive lineman Dylan Ruiz. And finally, what started as a fun way to keep bored bettors awake during a lopsided Super Bowl, thank you Refrigerator Perry, has turned into a full-blown Vegas buffet of prop bets that might be more entertaining than the game itself. Which song will the crowd sing first? Country Roads or Sweet Caroline? Will an unauthorized person, also known as a streaker with confidence, enter the field of play? That's a 50-50 bet. The coin toss is another 50-50 bet. Or the length of the national anthem, over or under 125 seconds. And of course, the most important bet, what color Gatorade gets dumped on the coach? My guess is blue. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Which bets are you taking? Is it the one about us coming right back after the break? Well, you're right. See you soon.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, are you looking to save on your energy bills this season? Valley Electric Association is sharing 4 simple tips that can really help you make a difference.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Here are 4 ways to reduce your energy bill. Number 1, weatherization. Seal windows with caulk. Seal doors with weather stripping. Easy and effective. Number 2, lighting. Upgrade to long-lasting LED bulbs. Saves energy and replacement cost. Turn off lights when leaving a room. Number 3, appliances and electronics. Purchase energy-efficient appliances and electronics. Use smart power strips to eliminate energy waste. Number 4, washing clothes and dishes. Only wash full loads. Run appliances during the evenings when energy demand is lower. Reducing energy use saves you money and helps our environment. For more information, contact Valley Electric Association. You can give us a call at 775-727-5312 or find us on the web at vea.coop.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at this beautiful end of January day. Mount Charleston is snow-capped and there are some scattered clouds, but the temperatures, are they increasing? Find out in weather next.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Time to take a look now at our weather conditions here in Pahrump and Las Vegas and throughout the Silver State. Death Valley's high today, only 67 degrees. Then they're dropping down to a cool 44 overnight. Las Vegas remained cool today with a high of only 60, then drops down 20 degrees overnight. Amargosa's high 62. Beatty tops out at 60. And Goldfield's high 48 along with Tonopah, and they both drop into the low 20s overnight. Carson City's high today 52 degrees, then they drop down to a chilly 27 overnight. And the near weather twins of Fallon and Fernley top out in the mid 50s, then drop to the mid to low 20s overnight. Currently here in Pahrump, it is 54 degrees. We only reached a high of 62 today with winds out of the east-southeast at 2 miles per hour. Humidity was low at 18%. Sunrise was at 6:48 a.m. And tonight we can expect an overnight low of 36 degrees. It'll be cool with winds out of the northeast at 4 miles per hour. Humidity increases to 32%. Sunset was at 5:05 p.m. Now let's look ahead to our 7-day forecast. It gets a bit warmer each day, with tomorrow remaining partly cloudy, topping out at 66. Thursday, we increase a bit to 67, but by the weekend, we're in the low 70s. Still partly cloudy, but the sun will come back out, especially Saturday and Sunday, with highs in the low 70s, and that remains for our beginning of our work week next week. But then those temperatures drop down just a bit into the upper 60s, with lows in the upper 30s and mid to low 40s overnight. So those temperatures are increasing just a bit, but we still are in sweater weather, so remain bundled up out there. That does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.